Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me for your love reading for the month of June 2025. Now if you've clicked on this reading by accident and you're not actually interested in love, then you can always go check out your lifestyle read that I've released for you at the start of the month instead. But today we are taking a look at love and we're asking who is currently thinking about you and why, okay? Right, so first card out, choose your battles, and this one is the equivalent to the Seven of Wands. Okay, that's a strange one because this one is supposed to describe the person who's currently thinking of you right now, and it's the Seven of Wands, which is a really defensive energy. It's like someone who constantly feels like they're coming under attack. It's someone who feels like they have to explain or perhaps over-explain themselves. And with it saying choose your battles, I do suspect, Gemini, that this individual, they quite an abrasive character, a very abrasive character actually. Very argumentative and find balance with the Two of Coins. So this is someone who tends to fall out with people quite a lot, and they're thinking of you in love. I would say watch out for entitlement off of this individual, to be honest with you, Gemini, because straight away, like, this energy, this combination here, I don't know what it is, but it's just rubbing me up the wrong way, like straight away. This is probably someone who annoys you, Gemini, or who is just really, really annoying because they have this attitude of needing to be, I don't know what it is. It's like they need to be abrasive. I don't know if it's like victim mentality or something, but they constantly feel like they have to explain and over-explain. It's really fucking random. Was this choose your battles for this person who's currently thinking of Gemini? Yeah, these are all coming out squiffy. Very unpleasant energy, Gemini, I'm not going to lie. I was really hoping we were going to get a fantastic love read that came out for you guys. Doesn't seem to be the case, though. That's not the reality of the situation. A King of Swords off-center, like, again, talk about argumentative. That's like literally taking offense at everything. There's an overly sensitive individual here, Gemini. Overly sensitive. They've probably taken offense at something that you've said or something that you've done, when actually what you said or what you did, it wasn't even remotely offensive at all. Like, this is someone's choice. Someone is choosing to be offended at you or by you. Okay, something like that. And then Four of Pentacles, that's squiffy. King of Wands off center. And the Four of Wands also off center. So this is a breakup. That's what's going on, Gemini. It's showing me that your love energies is exposing this person to us in this reading. It's someone that you used to deal with in the romantic sense. So this is like an ex, a recent ex. Okay, again, not going to resonate for everybody, and they are being incredibly argumentative. They're being very vicious with these two kings here that have both come out off center. They're saying the most horrible, insulting things. They're twisting everything that you're saying and everything that you're doing, and it's by choice. It's by choice. So it's almost like they're training themselves to hate you. Do you know what I mean? That's literally what this energy feels like. They're training themselves to hate you as much as possible. And that's how they are falsely justifying their behavior and their attitude towards you, right? 4 of Wands off center, that's a split, it's a separation, it's instability. Whoever this is, Gemini, I'm sorry to say, but they're coming across as being incredibly unhinged, like massively unhinged. This is classic projection here that's going on. Okay, so being really spiteful towards you. And that's why, okay, so that's probably why Spirit's saying, okay, Gemini, choose your battles. Choose your battles. Because this individual, with the way that they currently are, it's literally going to be a waste of your time trying to defend yourself at the moment against this person, right? Like, they're coming out with the most horrific insults here with that King of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles off center. Like, that's some of the most horrific things you can think of. There's even body shaming here as well with the King of Wands off center. Like, straight up. You don't have to argue with this person, Gemini. Walk away. Walk away. Like, whoever this is literally not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. Okay? Because everything that you say to this person, they're going to try and turn it back round on you. They're being incredibly infantile. Whoever this is, like, they're being ridiculous. And what's it all about? It's all about this 4 of Wands off center. It's all about the fact that you've had enough of dealing with this person. You've had enough of dealing with their shit. You want to split from them. You want to separate from them. You want to get away as far as physically possible from this person. You could be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, a Capricorn, or an Aquarius. You don't have to be, okay? That could be their Venus placements also. But honestly, Gemini, I'm literally 7 minutes into your read, and I can feel my energy being drained by the second. Trying to read through this energy. It's absolutely incredible. Can you tell us more about this energy? Thank you. I can't make it up. Is another king, and it's come out off center. And this one's the King of Pentacles this time, with the Page of Wands also off center. So there's arguments about money. Arguments about how much someone's spending or how much someone's earning or not earning, right? I mean, if you look at this, in its upright position, this symbology would indicate a person being rooted, grounded, stable, has strong roots, is able to grow wherever they find themselves. You see these vines on his legs, right? In its upright position, it's associated with all of that positive stuff I just told you. It came out squiffy, which tells me someone's getting too invested, too wrapped up, too tied up in materialism. Okay, King of Pentacles off center. And it's with the Page of Wands off center. So there may or may not be a child or children involved for some of you. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But if not, then it's reinforcing that infantile behavior, right? If it is about children, then someone is using a child or children as an excuse to be as greedy and as selfish as physically possible. Right, is using a child or children as little moving pieces on their game, whatever game this is that they're playing. Is using them as like emotional blackmail. Okay, there's probably an alcoholic here too. If you take a closer look, there's a glass of wine in his hand. Now again, this energy, it came out squiffy, right? This individual only gives a shit about appearances, about what they have. Okay, this is someone who definitely lives beyond their means, probably even definitely takes from other people, but if there are kids involved, then has no issue whatsoever spending the money that's supposed to go towards their kids on themselves, to feed their own habits, to feed their own lifestyle. Like, this one's got no issue at all stealing out of their kids' college fund, for example, right? So that they can show off and go to the flash and fancy restaurants or whatever instead. Because that's what they prioritize over and above everything else, even their own kids. Okay. Really, I was not expecting to see this in your energy at all, Gemini. I cannot emphasize enough. I can only apologize what comes out of the readings. I can't redo the read though, just because the message that's coming out is quite uncomfortable, okay? Even if it's just one person that needs to hear this reading, then I've still done my job, okay? It's called having integrity, so I'm not going to scrap this whole thing and re-pull and keep doing that until we get a positive, happy-go-lucky reading. Because you know what? Life doesn't work that way. That's not reality. Sometimes the gritty, hard stuff is gonna come out. Someone's going through this. Someone needs hope because they're going through this exact situation. But I will say, I'll be careful with the titles, okay, so that no one clicks on the read accidentally, right? I am usually really careful with my titles anyway, and to not clickbait them. Was this find balance for Gemini? What's this find balance for Gemini? Whoa. Hangman, Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. It's saying for you to really take a look at the situation at hand, Gemini, and see what within this situation you can actually use to your advantage, right? So clearly there's plenty of evidence about this person, about their abusive nature, or it's not going to be difficult to get said evidence, right? Because the Hangman is saying, we're clarifying, finding balance. You've got to really shake up your perspective here. This person's making you feel like you're fighting a losing battle because they're so fucking abusive. You've got to turn that on its head and use their abusive nature against them, so that you can turn this situation around and finally win this particular battle, right? And the fact that you've got another page that's come out, it does tell me that it's quite likely that some of you are dealing with a situation where there's a split, and then there's a question surrounding who is going to be the healthy parent for that child or those children to go ahead and live with, right? If you're wanting custody, or if you're wanting to win this particular battle, Gemini, you are going to absolutely have to find your balance. Not get sucked into this person's arguments, because that's exactly the trick that they're pulling here. They're saying to you some of the most disgusting things deliberately to spark a negative reaction out of you, right? So you're going to have to turn that on its head with that Hangman Page of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Wands, that indicates that this situation, it's going to move quickly. It's going to develop quickly. It's going to change up quickly, right? As soon as you start changing up your approach to how you're handling this very difficult, I want to say evil person, right? Because I'm sorry, but anybody who puts themselves first before their own kids is fucking evil in my book. There's no two ways about it, right? The parents are supposed to sacrifice. Look at this, because a hangman can also indicate a sacrifice. It's the parents that are you can tell I'm getting emotionally invested because I start to stutter, and that's a trauma response. Anyway, it's the parents that are supposed to sacrifice for the kids, not the kids that are supposed to be sacrificed for the parents, which is exactly what's going on this half of the table. But then on this half of the table, there is someone who's like thinking and feeling the exact words that are currently coming out of my mouth right now. I'm the parent. I'm supposed to sacrifice for my kids, right? Now, you could be the adult child in this equation. So if you're sitting there going, well, I don't have kids, I'm not in a custody battle, then this is going to be about your own upbringing that is somehow affecting your love life in this day and age. Something's moving quick with that Eight of Wands, so let's find out. And tell us more about that Eight of Wands. That's reversed. An Ace of Wands reversed, which is a blockage. It's someone deliberately putting problems in front of you to stop you from progressing, to stop you from moving on, or to stop you from moving away, right? Because the Eight of Wands, not only is that like fast travel, it can be physical or it can be fast traveling messages, some sort of excitement about moving on and moving on quickly. And then we've got an issue here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. That's a false start. So whoever this person is, Gemini, they're trying to take away your hope through sabotaging your plans. Oh, you think you're going to move away? Or, oh, you think you're going to move away with the kids? Well, that's not going to happen. Ace of Wands reversed is a roadblock. And 9 times out of 10, it is deliberate. It's a deliberate roadblock. Can you tell us more about this energy, please? That's reversed as well. You've got 2 of them. The Ten of Cups reversed and the Sun reversed. Designed to keep you stuck. Designed to make you as miserable as possible. Ten of Cups reversed. A split. That can be custody battle. Again, after a family has split. Whoever this is, Gemini, you're on their mind at the moment because they're wanting to punish you. And the fact that they're wanting to punish you means that they're not spending that time being a decent human being and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because that's the kind of energy that they're putting out to everyone. That's the energy that consumes them. The Sun in the reversed position. Unhappiness. Misery. Ten of Cups reversed. Very, very destructive individual. Whoever this is. And they've got it in their heads, Gemini, because you're making a bid for your freedom here. They've got it in their head that they are going to destroy you. That's evil. Totally, utterly, absolutely evil. And it's weird because as soon as I tapped into your energy, Gemini, I says, you know, with these two cards, I says, this person's rubbing me up the wrong way already, and we've only got 2 cards out. It was the most unusual thing. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how this is likely going to play out. I'm hoping that we're going to find solutions as we pull more cards. I mean, we should do, because I'm going to get you some guidance in a minute as well. I never leave the reads open-ended, okay. Tarot, it tends to expose the problem and then it provides you the answer after. So, we'll find out how this is likely going to play out. Really, really quickly before I do that, you might have noticed that we have a very beautiful box of bracelets here that was very generously gifted to us here at the channel in order to gift to you guys, our viewers and subscribers, for absolutely free. So there is black tourmaline, lava rock and hematite, and those 3 have come from Otter Spirit's protection package. And then we've got green jade and citrine on this side, and these 2 were leftovers from last month's giveaway because only 1 person out of 3 winners actually claimed their prize last month. So in order to win one of these bracelets, all you have to do is let me know in the comments below which one of these bracelets you would like to win, and that is it. Okay, I am going to announce the winners after June the 30th on our YouTube community page, so make sure you've got your notifications switched on, and that way you will receive an alert because I tag the winners' YouTube handles in the post. So in the post that I make, so you should get an alert if your YouTube handle has been tagged. Okay, but yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do is just let me know which one of these bracelets you'd like to win. Big van going past the house a minute. It was quite noisy. But yeah, thank you so very much to Otter Spirit for their kindness, generosity and support. It's absolutely wonderful of them to do. Right, so let's take a look. How is this likely going to play out for Gemini, please? How is this likely going to play out for Gemini? Oh, 9 of Pentacles. Nice. 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful, Gemini. Absolutely beautiful. You do bounce back. You will recover. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, that's all about being fiercely independent, right? It's about being strong. It's about being a positive role model, a good example. And then your 8 of Pentacles is working on your own self-improvement, working on your finances. That's like your job, your business. Now this combination screams to me of very successful entrepreneur. So if you were considering going into business for yourself, or if you're already in business for yourself, then it's going to take off. Okay, it literally, it is going to take off. You're going to surprise yourself even with how well you do. Okay, so definitely not just a recovery, but you're bouncing back. You will be able to put this awful experience behind you. And just as I say that, you get the 5 of Cups that comes out in the reverse with the 10 of Wands also in the reverse again. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful positive energies is coming through for you guys. 10 of Wands, it's putting down the burden. Okay, it's problem solving. It's receiving help with your issues. And then the 5 of Cups reversed is recovery, an emotional recovery. So you've got a financial recovery and an emotional recovery here too. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Finding new love. Right, so this is quite clearly a love situation that has turned sour to the point where it's basically dangerous. And then you, in the near future, finding new love, a healthy love, okay, with an individual who is not abusive, with someone who is kind and reliable, with someone who doesn't lie to you about who they are, okay, with someone who genuinely has their own personality rather than stealing it from other people, okay. That's the type of person that you're going to be with in the future. But the first stage is this right here, okay. Can we have guidance for Gemini, please? Guidance for Gemini. Ooh, I can feel that heavy energies lifting, which is nice. The Magician, literally one of your cards there, Gemini, the Magician, for your guidance. It says, so the Magician is incredibly apt at being able to take an idea that is in their head, focusing on it, putting the work in, and because they do that, they're then able to translate the idea that's in their head into their physical reality, okay? It's the designer, right? So a real life example of that, to try and describe this energy. Before the world went absolutely mental a few years ago, that I'm not allowed to say the word, I was a metal worker, making jewelry specifically. I would draw down on a bit of paper the brief plan of a jewelry design that I saw in my head. So the first stage was to draw that down on a bit of paper, and then I could translate that into the metal, right? So that process is literally manifesting, because it's taking an idea that's in your head and making it into something that is real, physical, tangible, okay? That's your guidance here, Gemini. It's literally saying, what life do you imagine for yourself in your mind's eye? And then do the same. Go through that same process with this Magician energy. Put those ideas down on a bit of paper, and then use that as like a brief plan of how you're then going to turn that plan into a physical reality for you, okay? That's literally manifesting. And the Fool, yeah, surrender, release, taking the necessary risks, allowing yourself this beautiful brand new beginning. Okay, and that's a very courageous thing to do as well. It's literally someone here is starting again. They're starting their life all over again. But this energy is feeling confident and optimistic about it, okay, rather than feeling defeated about it. This is all about maintaining that optimism while you're creating this brand new stage of your life, okay? So that's your guidance. Let's take a look at the Kipper deck. We'll see what else is coming through for you. Also, if you've managed to make it this far into the reading, thank you very, very much. And I definitely would appreciate you sending me some love on my clicky click buttons below, because 43% of my viewers, that's quite a lot, are not actually subscribed or interact with the channel at all, even though they tend to watch the readings pretty much all the way through. So YouTube algorithm is looking out for those who actually interact with the channel, not just watching through. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely appreciate support on my clicky click buttons. That'd be fantastic. Right, so what else? Interesting. Number 5. That's like, it's the tree. It means roots. It can indicate family, family ties, family connections, the family tree, right? So there is a situation here to do with the family. Not just the one that you come from, but the one that you make also. And see how that courtship came out off center? So it's like taking a break from love and courtship and going out on dates for the time being while you're focused on putting down new roots. I feel that that's what that message is all about. Because if you try and move on too quickly, the chances are you might end up in the arms of another abusive individual, basically. So that's why you've got to take this time to focus on you, your healing, your life plans. Okay? Right. And it's as clear as day that you do end up meeting someone with that Knight of Cups. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pull some love notes, okay? Be careful with this one, because you can never tell if these love notes are coming from someone manipulative or if these love notes are coming from your future love interest, okay? So, like, you've got to use your discernment, right? But I will pull you love notes anyway. Right. Someone says, date night tonight. Interesting. Here's the thing, Gemini. It's very possible that you've already caught someone's eye, right? So if you feel that it's too soon, then that's for you to judge, okay? And if anybody loves and respects you enough, then they're going to understand that, and they will wait for you until you're ready, okay? Can we have a healing message for Gemini, please? Okay. Family dynamic. Yeah. Okay. This one says reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Okay. So again, emphasizes on the fact that this entire situation involves a family dynamic that has been going through a really, really awful time, because someone has been doing their utmost to destroy a family unit. I don't think they're going to succeed, though. I really don't. What else? Okay, messages from the universe. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. Okay, Gemini? So allow yourself to lean in to the hope. Right, so this final deck is just a little bit of fun at the end of your reading. We're going to ask, what is there still to be grateful for? Airbnb, apparently. So we should be grateful for Airbnbs. Airbnb is proof that the vast majority of strangers who will invite you into their home are not interested in eating your spleen. Okay, and redwood trees. Redwood trees are the tallest living thing on earth, and they get that way by interlocking their roots and sharing water with their neighbors. What a fucking metaphor for life, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a powerful metaphor for life. When we've got support and when we're giving support, people can achieve amazing things. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. And also in my description box below, you will find information for Otter Spirit. There's a discount voucher. There's a discount code in my description box as well that that is for Otter Spirit. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave this read now because I'm getting far too tongue-tied. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.